Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Your favorite French Canadian Starco Gaming is back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, today we're gonna talk about Tier 2 Nick Fury. But before we get started, guys, quick reminder, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from us. So guys, Tier 2 Nick Fury. First of all, where do we rank him in the paywall characters? Well, this guy is number 2 in the list must get paywall characters. This is literally the best support in the game. Just because Luna Snow is so strong at tier 3 is the only reason this guy is not number 1 on the paywall list. But number 2, he has amazing lead, he has team passive, but not just that, guys. This guy is amazing by himself too. You're gonna see with the build I'm actually showing today and the gameplay I'm showing, it's like, wow, the damage is crazy. Seriously crazy, guys, with the kind of build I have, because I have a terrible build on him, at least terrible obelisk on him that we're gonna see soon. So this guy, I think in Wolbus Ultimate could actually do stage 40 plus Corvus Glaive, 35 plus easy Proxima. I think this guy can actually push about stage 20 on Thanos. He is just awesome. But not only that, but you can also use him just as leadership and team passive for a high-end character for very high floor. So that makes this guy amazing for PvE in Wolbus Ultimate. Now, if we look at Alliance Battle Extreme, this guy is the best lead you can actually get for no restriction, and the best lead you can actually get for speed heroes. So this guy is very useful for that there. Then in Giant Boss Raid, his lead is amazing too, for any hero that you're actually gonna play there. So again, very strong character for PvE, all game modes together. In Shadowland, even without the damage plus, this guy can do about stage 60, around stage 60, and if you give him a damage plus, I think this guy can actually push a 70 plus in my opinion. Now if we move to PvP, this guy is awesome too. Maybe not so much in Timeline or Alliance Tournament, but in Alliance Conquest, his 5th skill, when you use it, is a big shield that gives immunity to damage, immunity to all damage, or invincible. We're gonna see that soon. To everybody standing in it, and it's actually a big circle, so that's very good. He does have a skill that apply all defense down. He has the long ass iframe that will also apply burn damage on the targets. It's like, it's very good. Maybe he's not a top character for PvP, but I will be pretty confident in putting this guy on the top 50 list for Alliance Conquest pretty easy mode. So this guy is awesome, guys. If you do not have this guy and you do run the BO sub, or you can afford the BO sub, I highly recommend you to get this guy as soon as you get your Luna Snow first. So this guy, highly recommended by Star Agent Starco Gaming for sure, guys. So we're gonna check my build here, guys, then we're gonna move in the gameplay section. Gameplay section is pretty much simple. We're gonna be running Corvus Glaive 30. We're gonna be running on autoplay story mode 13-1 by himself, no team up, nothing. And we have a friendly battle with one of my friends, just to see how he can do in PvP against regular tier 2 character, which he's actually did pretty good in my opinion. So let's get started with my build here. Stats, we have 21,556 physical attack, maxing your defense, max cooldown, critical damage 162%, critical rate 44, well, almost 45%. Attack speed is a little bit low to 119%, but if I'm right, he gets some from one of his skills. He has the leadership ability, so you can actually put White Fox with this guy. Like, you could actually put this guy lead, that he gets his lead plus his team passive, plus you put Coulson tier 2 with him and White Fox. That's just the damage bonus he gets is just ridiculous. It's like way too OP in my opinion. You also have 10% ignore dodge from somewhere. I don't know where. Somewhere. If we look at the gear, well, he's level 60, so gear level 20. It's 4 slot amplify euro in on each euro, guys. So It's actually pretty decent. Well, let's just show it to you guys. So here, mostly 4 stars Euro there too. So that is my Euro setup. Just enough to get in your defense cap and to give him a little extra boost on physical attack, critical damage, and critical rate. If we look at enhancements, the type 0 because he's not past level 60. He's also we're running with the basic set bonus stage 6 in effects of Hawkeye. So the stats we get is all attack 8.5%, critical rate 8.5%, critical damage 8.5%, dodge 8.1%, and cooldown duration 8.1%. With activation rate 12% chance when attacking, plus 20% increase of all attack for 20 seconds with a cooldown time of 60 seconds. That's obviously with my setup, not the best ESO set, but that's what I got in. I was totally fine with that, but this guy can actually use that overdrive more than this Hawkeyes, that's for sure. Now, if we move to my custom gear, guys, that's what I was talking about. Look at this crap. I had the CTP of Patience laying around. I did not have any damage pros, so I had to put something that will buff him a little bit. So that's what we went for. And we actually went through that stage 30 cover glaive like it was a total joke. So that just shows how strong this character is. Imagine this character with for example, a CTP of Energy or CTP of Rage. Not that that's something you want to put on him because it's very expensive, but I just want you guys to imagine the damage this guy could do with that kind of stuff. It will be ridiculous. So we have all attack 30.8%. When HP is below 50%, decrease the effect of reflect by 40%. Reflex effect, physical reflex, energy reflex for 4 seconds. Invincible for 4 seconds. So and actually a good mix of survivability and attack, which is actually quite useful in Shadowland, to be honest, when you're fighting those very high floors and it gets the point that you can actually get one shot just from one ability. This is actually a pretty decent obelisk to have laying around a character like that, but it's not optimal for World Boss Ultimate, that I can tell you that. Uniform is just normal, so we don't have much here. Uniform effect, some skill changes. Honestly, if you recruit this guy, you want the uniform because it buff is tier 2 passive. So just there, it is worth having the uniform just for that. Just get the uniform. Don't even need to upgrade it. If you don't want it to, just having the basic uniform is pretty great. So let's take a look at this tier 2 passive here. Director Shield applied to hero allies, immunity to incapacitation effect. Super armor, so doesn't really need immunity to Garber unless you want to be highly PvP focused. All defense 30% increase. Increased damage dealt to super violent type characters by 55% stacked with any other buff like Coulson, White Fox, Shuri, Valkyrie, Ghost Panther, Ibanima, all those guys. It does stack. So that's tier 2 passive. Tier 1 passive, activation rate. When debuff applied to self, remove all debuff for 2 seconds with a cooldown time of 15 seconds. Was actually quite useful. If you're fighting a wall boss ultimate, you get hit by a tornado and that pop, or you get hit by a bleed and that pop. Well, that can actually save your ass pretty much. And we have his leadership. Even though he has a crazy tier 2 passive, this guy has a crazy leadership too. Legendary leader applied to hero allies, 50% increase of all attack. That's ridiculous, to be honest. That is way too overpowered in my opinion. Now, if we look at the skills, first skills you're gonna apply to the target plus 65 chance of missing attack for 1 second, plus a stun for 1 second. The stun actually countered that 65% chance of missing attack, in my opinion. Maybe the 65% chance of missing attack will be more effective in PvP and the stun more effective in Shadowland or something like that, but kind of counter each other since it's 1 second duration for both. Second skills, we have a stun 2 seconds, also decrease all defense by 20% for 5 seconds, applied to self, 5 guards it for 4 seconds, and the cooldown time here with max skill cooldown is actually 4 seconds, so you can keep up that decrease of all defense at all time if you use that skill on cooldown, and those guards hits too. Then we have the third skill that will apply blind, shock damage, and stun. Also put a circle, the blue circle on the ground, and I have no idea what that blue circle does. So if somebody knows what it does, please let me know, guys. I'm guessing it's just gonna do the shock damage over and over while the circle is on the ground. That's what I think. But if I could get some confirmation, guys, that will be awesome. Then we have the fourth skill. The fourth skill, you can actually move while you're casting it, so very useful. In Wall Boss Ultimate, when you're trying to avoid stuff, you can still do a lot of damage with that skill. So this skill is actually going to do a stun for 3 seconds, 40% burn damage every second for 4 seconds, and it's a long ass iframe. Very, very useful for sure. Then we have the fifth skills, and yes, we have speed increase here, so we don't have to worry about attack speed on this guy. So airstrike is going to put a bubble on the ground where you get immunity to all damage when you're standing in it, a little bit like the tier 3 Sharon Rogers skill, the big bubble. Well, it'll work a little bit the same, but the bubble is a little bit smaller. So stun 2 seconds, 30% burn of all damage, applied to all allies. So if you're on Lion Conquest, everybody that's in the bubble get a 100% chance for immunity to all damage every second, and refresh every second while the bubble is active if your character stand in it. Apply to self, increase all attack by 80%. That's crazy. All defense by 20%, all speed by 20%, and the damage on this skill is very minimal. It's more defensive skill, but the buff you get from it is just ridiculous, guys. So if you keep that defense down up and you keep that buff up, well, that buff up every 8 seconds, because the cooldown 16 seconds, and you get your pros on your fourth skill, that's a lots of damage. You want to keep the third skill up at all time too. The only skills you don't really worry about is the first skill. It's not really going to be on your rotation unless you have nothing to press on, but all the other skills, keeping the all defense from the second skills, keeping your attack increase and immunity to all damage from the fifth skills. Very important, the big blue circle from the third skill, very useful for extra damage, and that big proc on the fourth skill. If you have a proc, if not, just extra damage with that fourth skill with everything else activated during the iframe of the fourth skill, pretty much. So pretty much, guys, that's Nick Fury. Nick Fury is awesome. Even if you don't get the uniform, he's still pretty awesome. The difference on the leadership is not that big. Not the leadership, but tier 2 passive. If we take a look at it, see, it's 50% here instead of 55%. That is the difference. The leadership stays the same, 50%. So even if you do not have the uniform, he is still the best support in the game, even without the uniform. So I highly recommend you guys to get this guy. He is the best support in the game, best support character in the game. He is the second best payroll character in the game. So I highly recommend you to get this guy if you can afford it. Also, if you do not get paywall, well, you can at least get him to 6 stars just by paying 2,500 crystal in the legendary battle. They will let you buy him to 6 stars that way, so you can avoid using a mega rank up ticket. It's cheaper than using a mega rank up ticket. Then eventually, when you get money, you can get him to tier 2 by buying a BO sub, and you only need 1 BO sub onto each 6 stars to actually get him to tier 2. So it's basically, this guy is $9 plus 2,500 crystal if you see it that way. So it's actually not that expensive, on the cheapest payroll character for sure. So guys, that's pretty much what covers this fella. Next, we're gonna jump into the gameplay section of this video. Again, guys, we don't have a proc, so it's basic damage from this guy at all his power without proc. That's what we're going to look at. So we're going to be running Wall Boss Ultimate 30, one PvP fight, and story mode on autoplay, story mode 13-1, the one you face a Black Panther. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to drop a thumb up, guys, and to subscribe to the channel, and to check that bell to get notified when the new video comes on, guys. So thank you for watching. Enjoy the gameplay section, and hopefully I see you in the next video, guys. Thank you.